How to structure between US LLC and Hong Kong LLC? Is it possible to use Hong Kong as a holding company of the US LLC? How to swipe the profits from the US LLC to the Hong Kong company? These are similar questions I always receive from different clients during the consultation call. They have the same purpose, is to minimize their personal tax risk related to the tax loophole under the pass-through arrangement of the US LLC. If you also have the similar questions and worries in mind, especially if you are a digital nomad working for any remote business internationally, including the US market, maybe e-commerce, consultancy, or trading business, watch to the end to discover how the structure can work for you. In this video, I will cover number 1, why you need these combinations, and number 2, how the structure can optimize tax more legitimately, and number 3, how it better protect your business and assets in the long run. If you're new to my channel, I'm Raymond, a licensed CPA based in Hong Kong. My team and I have advised thousands of international clients from over 50 countries on structuring and maintaining their Hong Kong company. We provide professional advice and direct service, not acting as an agency or middleman. Please subscribe to our channel for more insight on Hong Kong and international tax. So number 1, why we need these combinations. In other words, why don't I only use the US LLC? It's very cheap to open and maintain, being able to access to the US banking system like Wise and Mercury, cheaper straight fees, plus I can pay 0% tax ultimately on my business income. I agree, US LLC is a very sweet option, especially if your clients and suppliers are in US, because you have access to the banking system in US. However, US LLC is a disregarded entity under the US tax law. It means the profits from your US LLC will 100% pass through to your personal level as a salary or other personal income, whatever you say. And in practice, if you are not a US citizen or tax resident, the US government won't charge you income tax. But this pass-through arrangement avoids a tax loophole to your personal tax. It makes a question mark on your personal tax liability elsewhere. It could be your home country or where you're tax resident. To avoid this uncertainty, it's better to direct the US LLC income to a holding company with clear offshore tax rules like Hong Kong, which will also allow you to pay 0% tax under the company level. This brings us to the next topic, how the Hong Kong holding company optimize tax more legitimately. Unlike US LLC, Hong Kong has a separate tax status between the shareholder and the company. This means the profits of the Hong Kong company are subject only to the profit tax, separate from the shareholder's personal tax. Here's how it works. You own the Hong Kong company, and the Hong Kong company will own the US LLC directly. Let's say your entire income is received by the US LLC. Then you will charge the same level of amount to the Hong Kong holding company, like a management fee or consultancy fee. This way, on the US LLC level, you basically have no tax burden anymore because all profits are shipped to Hong Kong company. Then on the Hong Kong side, if your entire business operates outside Hong Kong, your profits can be officially exempt under the Hong Kong's offshore tax rule, which will ultimately be 0%. Be careful of this point. This offshore tax exemption is not a tax loophole. However, the process involves serious steps, including the audit report, profit tax return filing, and the tax investigation to get official approval from the Hong Kong government. I've discussed this in details in my previous videos, so check it out if you want to learn more. So although you still pay 0% tax, the process is clear and more legitimate with full documentations without uncertainty and tax liability on the personal level. So lastly, how the structure protects your business and assets in the long term. Don't get me wrong, this structure doesn't mean Hong Kong should be solely as a holding company of the US LLC. I strongly recommend my clients to utilize Hong Kong company for both business and asset management. This is especially relevant given the stricter and less stable bank accounts and the payment gateway service for the US LLC over the past year. I've seen many kinds of Wise and Mercury's accounts closed due to the adjust issue since last year, plus the tax loophole can close anytime. In contrast, Hong Kong's banking system has become increasingly foreigner-friendly. It doesn't matter where you're based or where you come from. I have a lot of international clients successfully on board to different bank accounts and the payment gateway. Moreover, the offshore tax system is stable and comprehensive. It has never changed for over 25 years. What I would like to say is, besides serving as a holding company, Hong Kong can also function as an operational company similar to the US LLC, providing the alternative or backup plan. To sum up, in this current environment, reducing your tax liability is crucial, but having a clear legal documentation is just important. By combining the US LLC and the Hong Kong holding company, you can set up an international structure that maximizes your business potential and offers peace of mind about the tax. The focus is not on illegal tax evasions, it's about the tax strategy, planning, and business optimizations. Finally, the tax optimizations and the planning is always case by case. Book me a one-on-one call with the below link to get a personalized advice. Have a good one.